What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, pitcher fantasy score, pitches thrown, hitter fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go ahead and lock that in. Get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prizepicks today with these picks, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. That's linked below in the description. I do offer Underdog WNBA, Underdog MLB. The same thing for Prizepicks, MLB WNBA. You can get access to All-Star packages, which is going to give you access to every package for each one of those sports. Or you can get the VIP member package that I just launched. It's an all-sports package, VIP access. I always launch or give this ticket in before I launch these videos. Top priority member, I answer all your questions in there as well. Exclusive live streams, exclusive audio breakdowns, all of the above for you VIP members over there on Patreon. So check that out if you're interested. And if you enjoy the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. So let's talk about it. Let's go game by game as we always do. And the first game I'm going to talk about is going to be the Houston Astros taking on the Oakland Athletics in Oakland. This game comes in with an 8 over-under. Houston, massive favorite here, 320 favorite, 5.3 implied run total. And we're going to kick things off with talking about Mr. Framber Valdez because he's in a fantastic spot here, taking on an Oakland Athletics squad that is less than stellar. And Framber Valdez has some legitimate stuff. Really, really good ground ball, fly ball stuff, good hard contact stuff. He has a 22.6% K rate overall with a 22.1% K rate against righties and a 25.8% K rate against lefties. His bread and butter, though, is going deep into the games, though, and just keeping the ball on the ground, mixed in with some strikeouts. So the strikeout outside has been ticking up for Framber Valdez, I will say, when you're looking at his game logs as of late. Has been pretty good. He's gone 6+ innings pitched in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 straight games. And he's typically up right around 100 pitches. Then you look at the strikeouts. Last time against the Angels, 13 Ks. The time before, 5, 7, 7, 6. Earned runs, 2, 0, 3, 3, 2. So he's just been really solid. Quality start after quality start. The pitch count's up. He gets a great matchup taking on the Oakland Athletics as well, who are really bad. And he's in a great pitching environment in Oakland. In the Oakland A Coliseum, pulling up the diagram as far as how it plays to hitters. Really bad. As you can see, it is much more of a pitcher-friendly ballpark, I should say, in Oakland. So everything kind of matching up here for Framber Valdez to have a good game. Not to mention he's a 230 favorite. I would expect him to get the quality start. That's when you pitch 6 innings or more and allow 3 earned runs or less. I'd expect him to get the win. You get a bonus for that as well for the fantasy score. You get 6 points for the win, 4 points for the quality start, 3 points for every strikeout, 1 point for every out, and -3 for every earned run. And where Framber's line is set, I think he's able to hit the over here today. So pick number 1, we will be taking the over 38.5 projected pitcher fantasy score for Framber Valdez. You got to love the spot. Oakland, once again, a lineup that is not good. They're 3rd worst in the league against left-handed pitching as far as WOBA is concerned. And then when you're looking at the strikeout rates up and down for this Oakland Athletic squad, lots of strikeouts starting from the bottom up with Bolt, 33, 20, 28, 17, 30, 22, 21, 19, and 17. So I think Framber has a good game here. I think he gets the win. I think he gets some strikeouts along the way. The Athletics only have a 2.7 implied run total. So fantastic spot for him. And I like where the line's set. If it was like over 40, I'd be a little bit more wary. But since it's 38.5, I do think he puts up 40 plus here. Maybe in the low 40s, though. So the fact that it's at 38.5, I do like the over here. Pick number 1. Pick number 2, we're going to be sticking right in this game. We're going to be going with the Houston Astros offense. We'll do a little bit of a positively correlated ticket today because we're going to be back in with the offense. We talked about the Oakland A Coliseum. Obviously, a little bit less of an ideal hitting environment. But with that being said, the Houston Astros still have a 5.3 implied run total. They're taking on Zach Lowe, who's been really bad. Looking at his underlying metrics across the board as far as how he's fared on the season, less than desirable numbers for Zach Lowe. He has a 5 SIERA. He has a 5.47 ERA, 18.6% Q overall. The ground ball, fly ball stuff's bad. The hard contact stuff's bad. He gives up a 570 slugging to righties and a 636 slugging to lefties. So he's been bad to both sides of the plate. He's giving up a ton of hard contact. I mean, you look at his game logs alone as far as how he's fared. Even when he's at home, I mean, last time out he was at home, he still got blown up. So I know that the pitching environment's a lot better here, but last time in Oakland, taking on Texas, he only lasted 2.1 innings pitched. He gave up 4 earned runs on 7 hits allowed, only 1 strikeout, and he gave up 2 home runs in Oakland, only 56 pitches. So He's been struggling, and that's going to be a problem for him because the Houston Astros are a really elite offense, and they have some guys that absolutely mash left-handed pitching as well. At the top, Jose Altuve mashes lefties. He's a 400 ISO with a 440 WOBA, but that is ridiculously good numbers off of left-handed pitching. So for pick number 2, we will be going with the over on his hitter fantasy score here. Expect the Houston Astros to score a lot of runs. Expect there to be runners in scoring position, RBI opportunities, all the above. Everything we're looking for the hitter fantasy score. So for pick number 2, we're going to take the over 8.5 hitter fantasy score. And not to mention, Jose Altuve does have some stolen base upside as well, which is big for the fantasy score. If he's able to swipe a bag, pulling up the scoring chart as far as the hitting, you can see 3 points for singles, 5 for doubles, 8 for triples, 10 for home runs, 2 for every run, 2 for every run batted in, 2 for every walk, 2 for every hit by pitch, and 5 for stolen bases. So he's got the stolen base upside. He matches left-handed pitching. Logue's been really bad. There should be runners on base. I expect the lineup to turn over many times. And they do get the guaranteed top of the 9th inning at bat with being the road team in Oakland. So kick things off with Jose Altuve, pick number 2, and pick number 3. We're going to go into his teammate, another slugger in the 3 spot, Yordan Alvarez. He has been phenomenal all season long. He just went deep last night. The guy's just been absolutely crushing, and he does hit left-handed pitching very well for lefty on lefty as well. He still features a 200 ISO with a 370 WOBA. And not to mention, the Oakland Athletics bullpen is really bad as well. Looking at my bullpen data sheet as far as how they rank in the entire league, they are 6th worst in the entire league as far as xFIP in their bullpen. So Houston's in a really good spot here. So pick number 3, going to be going with the over 8.5 hitter fantasy score for Yordan Alvarez here. It is pretty positively correlated because the run support will obviously help out Mr. Yordan Alvarez as well. So we're getting a nice positively correlated ticket. That's a nice little bonus. But Yordan Alvarez just absolutely slugs. Like I said, I expect there to be ducks in the pond. He's in the 4 spot. The 3 spot. So if Diaz and Altuve can get on, hit them in. And then obviously once the lineup circles back around, these guys at the bottom lineup should be on for him as well. More RBI opportunities. Yordan, very good at capitalizing with those ducks on the pond. So that's going to be pick number 3. Pick number 4, we're going to be going down to the Atlanta Braves taking on the Washington Nationals, and the Braves have a massive total of 5.85 implied run total. For good reason, they get to take on Mr. Patrick Corbin, who has been really struggling as well, similar to Zach Logue. His numbers are not good. He only has a 4.25 SIERA, only a 19% K rate, a 5.68 ERA, 38.7% hard contact rate. He gives up a 4.92 slugging to righties, a 5.12 slugging to lefties. And the Atlanta Braves absolutely crushed left-handed pitching. That's going to be a problem for him today. He has to take on a really good lineup, and it all starts at the top with Mr. Ronald Acuna. I was on this same exact play last time, and I'm going to continue to say it. Acuna mashes lefties. He's a 250 ISO with a 400 WOBA, but he also steals a lot of bases. Looking at these stolen base leaders in the entire league, you can see Acuna, number 6 in the entire league, 17 stolen bases, and that's only 51 games played as comparison to some of these other guys up there in the 80s. So Acuna, a very serious stolen base threat as well. The upside's massive for him, and not to mention, obviously, fully capable of taking one out of the yard. The Braves have a 5.85 implied total. Once again, expect there to be lots of runs on base, runners on base, and once again, they have a very deep lineup, similar to the Astros. We need the lineup to turn over as many times as possible, get as many at-bats as possible, just in case they don't quite get the over in their first at-bat. Obviously, we want as many opportunities as possible, and I expect there to be in this one. So, not to mention the stolen base upside, like I said. Pick number 4, we're going to be rocking with the over on Mr. Ronald Acuna's hitter fantasy score, like that. Once again, just phenomenal spot. Features really good speed, has a lot of stolen base upside. We'll take that. And pick number 5, we're going to do his teammate in the 2 spot, Dansby Swanson. Same story. Mashes lefties. Great matchup. High implied total. Also stolen base upside. This guy has a 230 ISO with a 410 WOBA off of left-handed pitching. Phenomenal. Then you look at the stolen base leaders. Dansby Swanson's up there as well. Number 10 in the league. He has played 85 games, but he's swiped 14 bags. So similar to Acuna, he has stolen base upside. He has a lot of upside with his team having a high implied total. And it is good hitting weather here as well. 90 degrees in Atlanta. Ball should be flying. Corbin's bad. Lastly, the Washington bullpen's bad. They have the 7th worst bullpen in the league. So Oakland has the 6th worst. Washington has the 7th worst. Braves are in a good spot here. Pick number 5, we'll be rocking with the over 8 hitter fantasy score for Dansby Swanson. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, check those out. Link below in the description, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Wishing you all the best of luck on your props picks today, and we will see you in the next one.